Hi friends! For today's lesson, we're going to have a chance to move our bodies with Old Mr. Rabbit, the song. We're going to have a read aloud that you can sing along to. And in the end, we have a little play that you can sing along to as well. Hope you enjoy it. Try using your body like Mr. Rabbit. You might not have all the same things that he does or move the same ways that he does, but you can move it your way and use your imagination for any things that Mr. Rabbit has that you might not. Make sure you find a safe place to move. Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to hippity-hop, hippity-hop, hippity-hop. Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to hippity-hop, and then he liked to stop. Stop! You think of some other things that a rabbit would like to do? Maybe scratch. Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to scritchity-scratch, scritchity-scratch, scritchity-scratch. Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to scritchity-scratch, and then he liked to stop. Stop! Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to flippity-flop, flippity-flop, flippity-flop. Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to flippity-flop, and then he liked to stop. Stop! Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to crunchity-crunch, crunchity-crunch, crunchity-crunch. Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to crunchity-crunch, and then he liked to stop. Stop! Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to jump really high, jump really high, jump really high. Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to jump really high, and then he liked to stop. Stop! Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to wiggle his tail, wiggle his tail, wiggle his tail. Oh, Mr. Rabbit liked to wiggle his tail, and then he liked to stop. Stop! Now it's time for our read aloud. This is the story of Little Bunny Foo Foo, told and sung by the Good Fairy, illustrated by Paul Brett Johnson. Little Bunny Foo Foo has dug a big hole in the yard. He has a wagon full of pie pans. He has a pump with some water dripping out and a big metal bucket. Wonder what he's doing. Look carefully. I think he's making, some kind of mud pie. And look who's watching. Good Fairy. I have a challenge for you. Try to figure out, if you don't know already, what kind of animal the Good Fairy is. We already know she's, what color? Kind of a gray color. She has a long, thin tail and a long, pointy nose and little short ears. So as we look through the book, see if you can spot some details about the Good Fairy. I'll let you in on a secret. Good fairies do not like tomfoolery. That's why I had to keep an eye on Little Bunny Foo Foo while he whipped up a batch of yucky mucky mud pies and headed for the forest. Do you think he was up to something nice? I see the Good Fairy can climb trees. Little Bunny Foo Foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Oh no! He bopped him right on the head. And there's the little fairy watching. To be fair, Little Bunny Foo Foo was not a bad bunny. Not really. But he was very naughty. So I said, Little Bunny Foo Foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. I'll give you 3 chances, and if you don't behave, I'll turn you into a goon. What do you think a goon is anyway? It's kind of a mystery. I don't think Bunny Foo Foo knows what a goon is either. Maybe we'll find out. I thought that would be the end of that. What do you think Little Bunny Foo Foo thinks about that? What do you think the mice think about that? But was it? Little bunny foo foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the woodchucks and bopping them on the head. Some bunnies just won't listen, so I said, Little bunny foo foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the woodchucks and bopping them on the head. Now you've got 2 more chances, and if you don't behave, I'll turn you into a goon. It's not polite going around bopping folks. Do you think he listened? Oh my goodness. Now he has a big red tractor. Little bunny foo foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the foxes and bopping them on the head. By now I was getting more than a tad cross, so I said, Little bunny foo foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the foxes and bopping them on the head. You've got 1 last chance, and if you don't behave, I'll turn you into a goon. I mean it. This head bopping will not, I repeat, will not do. Do you think he behaved? Something to notice in this picture is that the good fairy is hanging by her tail. I don't know very many animals that aren't monkeys that can hang by their tail. That's called a prehensile tail. I wonder if you've figured out what kind of animal the good fairy is. Think about what kind of animal can hang from its tail and is as big as a rabbit. Little bunny foo foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the grizzly bears and bopping them on the head. I do not think that grizzly bear is feeling very happy about this. You know, a good fairy can only take so much. So I said, Little bunny foo foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the grizzly bears and bopping them on the head. I gave you 3 chances and you didn't behave. So now I'm going to turn you into a goon. Zap! Like they say, hair today, goon tomorrow. Looks like a goon in this book is a silly clown. And on the last page of the book, you can see that Bunny Foo Foo kind of likes being a goon. You can see him with the mud pie, kind of having a party with the good fairy and the foxes at the end. Back to our mystery animal challenge. Have you figured out what animal the good fairy is? The good fairy is a possum. I hope you enjoyed our story. And now we have a little play that you can sing and move along to of Little Bunny Foo Foo with a different ending. Little Bunny Foo Foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the ladybugs and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and she said, Little Bunny Foo Foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the ladybugs and bopping them on the head. I'll give you 3 more chances, and if you don't stop, I'll turn you into a goon. So the next day, Little Bunny Foo Foo went hopping through the forest, scooping up the ladybugs and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and she said, Little Bunny Foo Foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the ladybugs and bopping them on the head. I'll give you 2 more chances, and if you don't stop, I'm going to turn you into a goon. So the next day, Little Bunny Foo Foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the ladybugs and bopping him on the head. Down came the good fairy and she said, Little Bunny Foo Foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the ladybugs and bopping them on the head. I'll give you one more chance, and if you don't stop, I'm going to turn you into a goon! Ooh. So the next day, Little Bunny Foo Foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the ladybugs and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and she said, Little Bunny Foo Foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the ladybugs and bopping them on the head. I gave you 3 chances and you didn't stop. So now I'm going to turn you into a goon! In this story, the good fairy turned Bunny Foo Foo into Goony Foo Foo, and Goony Foo Foo was very unhappy about it. Goony Foo Foo did not have his beautiful white fluffy long ears. He did not have his beautiful white fluffy tail. He was just a big purple blob. And he was so sad. He couldn't even hop on his beautiful hoppy legs anymore. Now all he could do was walk through the forest. So little Goony Foo Foo went walking through the forest. He didn't even really have paws, but he still could scoop. So we scooped up a ladybug. And he thought about how it felt when the good fairy turned him into a goon. And he thought about the lesson she was trying to teach him. And he looked down at the ladybug. And instead of bopping it, he just gave it a nice pat on the head. And then he let it go. And then the ladybug flew up into the tree. And he said, Thanks, Goony Foo Foo. That was kind of you. And do you know who was watching? The good fairy. That ladybug just flew away. Here. And the good fairy said, Little Goony Foo Foo, I'm so glad to see you scooping up the ladybugs and patting them on the head. You learned to be kind to others, Goony Foo Foo, and I'm so glad you learned your lesson. Now I'm going to turn you back into Bunny Foo Foo, and I hope you always remember to be kind to others. And Bunny Foo Foo was back to himself again, but he always remembered his lesson to be kind to others, and now this is what he did when he went through the forest. Little Bunny Foo Foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the ladybugs and patting them on the head. Yay! Yay! What difference did you notice between the 2 stories about Little Bunny Foo Foo today? One thing I noticed is that Little Bunny Foo Foo stayed a goon in our story, but in our play, he turned back into a bunny. Something else I noticed was that funny saying, hare today, goon tomorrow, was in our book. You know, a hare is another word for a bunny. So that's just kind of a silly joke if you've ever heard the saying, here today, gone tomorrow. It's like a silly saying about that, in case you're wondering. And last, I noticed some of the characters changed in our story. Did you notice that? We had lots of different animals that Bunny Foo Foo bopped on the head in our book, but in our play, he only ever bothered the ladybugs. I hope that you enjoyed our read aloud, our bunny play, and Old Mr. Rabbit, the moving song. See you next time.